What's up gamers, Yatesy here. Today I'll be showing you how to get 100% Bestiary in Terraria 1.4.4. Make sure to watch the whole video to find out. Now before the video starts, if you had 100% Bestiary in 1.4.3, then my video showing you all the new 1.4.4 entries on the Bestiary is recommended for you to watch. The link for that video is in the description. Now let's get right into it, shall we? Firstly, I'm going to show you all the events that can happen in your world. I'm going to start off with the Goblin Army invasion. Well, to get all of these spawns, you would have to go into hard mode, so this goblin can spawn in. There's also these other ones, but most of these guys, you'll be able to defeat all of them if you have hard mode on. You need hard mode to get 100% anyway. After defeating, I prefer just beating the game, defeating Moonlord, then you can achieve everything. This old one's army, same thing. You need to be in hard mode for Bestie to spawn. And yeah, and you can defeat all these guys. You might have to do it a couple times just in case you don't defeat this character, but you'll eventually get it. Now let's go to the Halloween. This happens every Halloween plus every time you beat the Pumpkin Moon. After you defeat the round 15 or 10, you will get a Halloween event that happens. Not sure how much days, but you have enough time to get all these different characters. Now, the Christmas event is the exact same. When it's Christmas time, you get all these characters, but you also get Santa Claus that sells you a lot of decoration. Very useful for builders if they like Christmas themed. But yeah, and when you defeat the Frost Moon, that's what happens. You get Christmas. But also with Christmas presents that you can get from defeating certain enemies, you'll get given the Frost Legion. So you can verse this very low, weak wave of snowmen. Very easy, very simple. Now, that's the Eclipse happens in hard mode. Very difficult if you don't know what you're doing, but mostly it's pretty easy if you have the right weapons. Then there's the Martian Madness. You get it from a flying saucer, it's like a drone. Here, I'll just show you what it is. It'll spawn at the top of the world, but sometimes it will spawn low down on the ground, so you don't have to go up and find it. It's just a rare chance that it goes far down on the ground. It mostly happens sometimes with floating islands. Yeah, the probe. When you find this and it activates, then you'll get the Martian Madness. Pirate invasion. Very simple. In hard mode, ocean creatures drop the treasure map, so you can spawn these guys. I will be showing all the different boss and event spawners after I'm done, but yes. All these guys, you should have defeated every single type of all these guys. These guys are no issue, because hard Moonlord. It's very simple. The temple, very simple. Everyone should have done this. Temple, very easy, no rare mobs. Now the surface mushrooms. This is not as difficult because most of these guys also spawn in the underground, except the skeleton guys. You get the zombies, but you should be good. You just make a large enough. Just go to the jungle if you have the spreader from the hunk. But yeah, it's pretty simple, very easy. I will not go into all these yet because that's a large category I'm not ready for. There's also the mortar, very simple. After destroying the orbs for certain bosses, they will drop from the sky. Sorry, I forgot the name of them, but yeah, when you get you should have, these should spawn in your world after defeating the the Brain of Cthulhu or the Destroyer worlds. Pretty sure that's the name in this. But yeah, it's very easy, very simple. He's not showing, but yeah, I'll show it right here real quick. It's the Eater of Worlds, sorry. Either way, things that spawn those two guys, after destroying those, the mortar should fall. There's also the underground jungle. Everyone should know this. This is all the rare. Like, there's some rare ones, like Dr. Bones. He's pretty rare. Everything else shouldn't be rare. Like the Hornet, you have to make sure you kill enough of them in easy mode, because some of them don't spawn as rarely when it's hard mode. There's also the Moth. That's a rare spawn. And yeah, you got all these other ones. All these certain ones are pretty easy. But yeah. Then we got the dungeon. Now the dungeon is quite different. There's 3 type of walls that you need to find in the dungeon, so all these guys can spawn. But if you mine up everything, you should be able to find all 3 type of walls. And if you have issues finding every single type of wall, just mine up a bunch of the brick and you can just craft the wall. And throw the background wall into shimmer water and you should get the evil type of wall. It's a new feature that a lot of people are happy about. I'm happy about it, but not really, because I got lucky with my dungeon. I have all 3 walls. So yeah, these are all the rare guys in here. Don't worry about the Dungeon Guardian, because when you talk to the Clover, sorry, I don't know his name. Clover. Yeah, I see, I did know. But yeah, when you talk to him, it counts as the Dungeon Guardian thing too. They made that so people can't get blocked. With this boss here, before Moonlord, make sure when you are fighting him, don't destroy this dragon straight away. If you keep it alive for long enough, this guy will spawn. A lot of people get that mixed up and always don't know. But yeah, whenever you're fighting him, just let this guy spawn, and then this guy will spawn not long after. It's just a thing that everyone should know, but yeah. Now the hell? This guy, you can cure him straight away. You don't have to kill him for the first time. But because you can just talk to him when he's healed and it still counts as the evil type, they made sure that doesn't mess with people's progress. But yeah, everything else should be perfectly fine. You should have no... Yeah, the only thing that you really have to worry about is just... the leech. Don't kill the wall of flesh too fast, because then you can't destroy this. So when you fight in the wall of flesh, don't kill him that fast, because yeah, that's what you need here. Just do a little damage and these guys should spawn. And yeah, that's hell for ya. The sky. All these guys, super easy, except this guy, very rare. You just have to fly at the top of the world for a while, and you should get these guys to spawn. But yeah, just go on the top of the world and just wait for it. The Crimson, very, very simple. I've had many farms for all these creatures, but this guy here, make sure you defeat him before hard mode, because then he won't spawn as much. This guy spawns way more, but this guy, that's surface. But yeah, just be aware of that. Make sure you get a lot of the pre-hard mode creatures before that, or then you will be having trouble time with that. Now, that's not underground jungle yet. I will skip that. Okay, Sandstorm. This is a thing that took me super long. You can tell I've only killed one of these, 11, 10, 18. Whenever there's a sandstorm, always go to the desert. And always make sure you have all 4 types of deserts, so you can get all 4 of these. If you don't get these guys every time there's a desert, then you're just gonna get stuck, and you're gonna be waiting for another sandstorm for a while. So these sharks, very, very annoying to get. Like this guy right here, he was my very last guy on the 100%. And yeah, it took me a while. This guy's super easy. He spawns in the sandstorm. These guys just normal spawns. Same with him. He's in the desert. It's very easy. Now, ocean. Now, the thing about the ocean is, well, yeah, Duke Fishron. Don't defeat him right away because he has his Sharkron. They spawn from one of his attacks that do the Sharknado. One of these guys will spawn out of it. Well, a bunch of them will. Just defeat them that way. Then you'll get them added to that. Very simple. Now, the jungle. Recently, they added 6 new things to the jungle. I've made a video about it. You can go check that out. Link below. Yeah, these are all the critters. Some people get lost in the turtles because there's 3 of them, annoyingly. But yeah, these are all the creatures. Most of them are simple, except this guy. He's a rare. Dr. Bones. The caves. Now the caves. There's the 2 new things, but I made a video about that. Link below. Yeah, all the crystal creatures. Just me recommending this. You just make an underground place for 2 like NPCs, and yeah, they should start spawning around that. If you have a platform around that area, it's yeah, so then all these will start spawning, so you can just wait. But now they made it so some, like the diamond ones, take long, like they're much more rare to spawn. This is a thing that they did, so because you can throw these guys in the shimmer water and they'll come out as diamonds, so you can sell them. It's like a whole thing that they did. But yeah, just be aware of all the crystals. It might take you a while. I'm not sure they changed it since I got them, but yeah. And everything else, most of these guys are like non-hard mode, so make sure you get them before then because they don't really spawn as much. These guys, just make an underground farm so these guys can spawn. That's basically all you have to do. These are all the Halloween ones. Yeah, I have very low numbers because I did it in hard mode. They did not spawn at all, so make sure you do the play this game at Halloween, like right now. This is the video right now. It's at Halloween. These guys are spawning, so go do it before hard mode. Or then you're just gonna be sitting on your farm waiting for these guys to spawn. But eventually they will spawn and you'll be happy. This character, just make an underground farm. That's basically all I'm gonna say. And these just make a water source just off screen so these guys can spawn. But you shouldn't really do that because these guys are not in hard mode, so you should already have that. And everything else pretty good. The Torch of God, just place over 100 torches in a very small space altogether underground, and yeah, you should just start getting shot at by a bunch of torches, and then if you survive, you get given a very nice thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's very nice. It's like an old thing, so don't worry. It's also these guys, the granite creatures. Just go on the granite biome and yeah, you should be able to get these guys. There's the marble. These guys both spawn very, very fast. Like just it's very easy. And the underground mushrooms. All these guys, the normal spawns, so you shouldn't be farming this very long. Spider nest, same thing. The snow. Now, just be aware. This guy only spawns when it's an ice storm. So that's the ice golem. He spawns an ice storm. There's also 2 types of penguins. Don't have to worry about that. You got Santa Claus, Christmas time. You got the new boss. And yeah, all these other ones. A wolf only spawns on a full moon. Be aware of that. And yeah, or you got the NPCs, awesome. You got a windy day. These are all things that spawn on a windy day. These should activate normally just by standing around your world. These guys should spawn. I'm not really talking much about the gold creatures because you'll just get them automatically because they just spawn and you don't even know, but you don't have to worry about that. These are all the rainy creatures. The rainbow slime that spawns in the Hallow when it's raining. That guy, Ice Storm, just talked about him. Flying fish in a forest raining. Same with these guys. All that. In the nighttime, the only ones you really have to worry about is let me see. Like, oh, they actually, what? I didn't even know that. They made all the different types of eyes. Huh. I have no idea they did that. But yeah, the only ones that should be hard to get is the Halloween ones. And the Christmas ones. Those are the only ones that you should worry about. Everything else should come naturally, so don't worry about that. Except one thing that you do have to worry about is the blood moon. Now, this is something that a lot of people get frustrated with. Me personally, I have made many messages, comments on my old videos about how to get these guys. Believe me, I still don't know the exact way to get both of them. I did it somehow and forgot. I'm sorry, but just probably go watch my old videos. You probably can find out there. But yeah, that's how you can get all these guys. And my opinion is, I think they just spawn. Like, yeah, they just spawn on Blood Moon. You have to be in that type of biome, and they spawn as them. Just go to these biomes as that corruption, and they should spawn as these. If they don't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This zombie merman, you have to fish for that guy. Same with this blood squid, this blood eel, and also like all these different things. They only spawn by fishing on a blood moon. So make sure you do that. Now, graveyard. Maggot zombies. Yeah, you have to sit around a little bit for those guys that spawn. Like, maggots, they spawn normally. But yeah, just the maggot zombies, the one that spawns the least in this biome. And underground, this is not the caverns, this is just above. The explosive bunnies, they don't spawn like this, so you actually have to get you have to actually like place a bunny with dynamite. That's how you can get that. It's quite easy, but most people don't know that. And all these other things, very, very easy to get. You should have no problems with that. And a party, yep, just a bunny with a hat. Very nice. Daytime, these are all critters. You got the jungle turtle, you have the normal turtle, there's also a sea turtle, so just know about that. Yeah, all these different things just spawn in daytime. Same with these guys. Pinkies, like look at all these different slimes. That's another slime you have to worry about with Halloween. But yeah, all these Christmas time slimes, very nice. Now, surface. I have made a video about all the new NPC slimes, the town slimes, sorry. But yeah, I have made a video about that, and I will link it below. Because to get all 8 of them, it's very complicated. Some of them are easy, some of them are not as easy. But yeah, you just watch the video below to get all 8 of those. Yeah, so you got all the different critters. Got all the... Like, these guys, they spawn near the ocean in a forest, so make sure you do that, or these guys will not spawn. Same with these guys, they spawn near the big trees in your world, so it's mostly it's exactly like the Goblin Scout. They spawn very close to the ocean, but not at the ocean. It's just how they spawn. And let's talk about all the rare creatures. I just talked about him. That's just a thing that spawns blood moon, blood moon, blood moon, blood. The fly. Yeah, that's also wandering fish fly. Sorry, I did not mention that. That's also another thing you have to fish. This guy he should not classify as a rare because I've killed 400 of them. Like, same with the mimics. They're very, very. They just spawn a lot, and these are just all the rare things in the game that you have to make sure to get. And I'm just going through all of them so you can see. And you should be good. Yeah, that's all that. Now all the bosses. All the bosses, very simple. You should know every single boss in the game. If not, I'm going through all of them right now. And there you go. And I have defeated... Who have I defeated the most? I have defeated... Queen Slime the most. Don't know why, but yeah. And now because you saw that, I'm going to scroll down from the very top to the very bottom just for you. And if there's any exact creature, like most of these critters are like weird to get. Some of them need special treatments just to get. If you need any of that, just comment down below and I'll be happily. Like most of these critters here, I didn't even mention these guys. Some of these guys spawn in the weirdest locations. Just look through this whole entire selection here that I'm going through now. And if there's any of them, just type the number down below and I will explain to you how to get them to spawn. And that's basically it. If you had a great time learning about the new updates, and just comment down below about what you need help with, and I'll help you. Either way, I have a lot of giving to people with this game, and I'm willing to help everyone who needs help. So if there's any certain creatures that you need help with, just comment down below and I'll reply to you as fast as possible. Either way, I'll be looking out for your messages. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video and goodbye.